I'm Motty, that's Scotty, this is Sober Fellas. Joining us today is Operations Manager from FC United Manchester, Nigel Brooks. Nigel, we've got you on the channel to talk about a charity game taking place on the Thursday the 15th of May at FC United Manchester for the Booth Centre. Now, anyone who watches this channel know me and Scotty have done a lot of work with the Booth Centre. I'm a trustee there. Me and Scotty have done the sleep out there, didn't we, at Manchester Cathedral. We've had some of the guys from the Booth Centre come down onto the channel and chat to us about the great work they do to help the homeless in Manchester. And I just wanted to ask you a little bit about this charity game, because it's the second one, I think, and it's 30 years of the Booth Centre as well. Just tell us how you got involved in sort of hosting this game at FC.
So last year we advertised every year our play on the pitch options at the end of the season, and Kate from the Booth Centre got in touch and said, can we hire the pitch? Said yeah. She'd never hired a pitch before, and I think probably only about a month before she was hosting it that she'd sort of planned it, and so it was a bit rushed. But it was a really great experience, and all the lads who the Booth Centre look after came down and they loved it. They were buzzing about it all. They played like a rest of the world team, and it was a really great experience, raising money for a great cause, and yeah, really, really good. So she come back this year and said, can we hire it again? And we said, yeah, of course you can. So more planning time now and a bigger event. Yeah,
it was class. I do the commentary on the time and stuff, and seeing the reaction of the people taking part. A lot of the people who were playing for the Booth Centre are people that use the Booth Centre who have been homeless. Some of them are currently homeless, and they got a haircut beforehand, just looked the part, full kit, and it was such a great event and an experience as well. And we can say, I think it's safe to say, there's varying qualities of football on there as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You think some of them never played football before, and some of them, are they out of the Premier League?
Yeah.
Is that a case of taking part that counts, really?
Exactly, and the experience, like I say, they're coming out of the dressing room, down the tunnel, coming out, and it's just a great experience. The tannoy's on, music's playing as they're coming out. It's a great experience, so they loved it.
Because we always talk about football, don't we, and how it can help people and how it can bring communities together and stuff like that. But with something like that, the Booth Centre getting involved, and people who wouldn't necessarily get anywhere near playing on a pitch the size or the sort of stands of FC United, and even little things like putting a kit on and putting a pair of boots on, it
must be like a really empowering sort of experience, especially when they've been through the stuff that they have in their lives and stuff, to get that sort of that moment in the sunshine, and unfortunately he's commentating, but aside from that, are you good at commentating?
I was saying to Nigel, I shouldn't even say this, but I will. I was nice, right? We had a bit of good cop, bad cop, me and the other lad who was commentating. Because the other lad who was commentating works at the Booth Centre, so he's dead harsh. Yep. So he's like, oh, look at the state of this, and look, what the hell's this, and oh, this is the worst. I thought the last player was terrible, this one's even worse. So I was being complimentary, like, great touch, great skill. But at one point, I did let myself down, because I did sort of accidentally go, fuck you now. At one point.
Let the veil slip.
Yeah. What was that? I'm in a position to commentate, criticise anyone's footballing ability, by the way. Scotty will vouch for that. So I do apologise, but it was such a great experience.
You should know better, though. You work on this, you know how to work a match.
I know, you think after all these years, I know, there's a mic and a Sano just to remind me, in case I didn't know.
So the guy could hear you?
I think... apologies for that, but we filmed it as well. We had the cameras there. We put it all on. We clipped it. We made a little highlights reel. It was just a great experience, and this is something FC you always do, don't you? I've been there before for the Len Johnson game. Yeah. You're sort of like the go-to club, aren't you, for the community, not just North Manchester, but far and wide.
Yeah, I mean that's the ethos of the club. It's about supporting the community, supporting people that probably other people overlook. We do it a lot with all different kinds of things. We have a youth hub on a Thursday night where children 10 to 14 years of age can come and go on our 3G for free, and just we provide the coaches and all different kinds of things. We've got a little gym that we've had built. The kids can go in there. Somebody's showing how to use gym equipment. So that's what we're about as a club, about supporting people that have probably been forgotten a little bit and sort of not looked after as well. So we're there as a club. We want to support that.
So it's good to see that nowadays, isn't it, in football? Because not just because I'm a United fan, but you can get jaded, can't you? With everything that's going on with football, it's just like the money's being thrown about. As it just feels like there's a big the distance between fans and the club. Any club you speak to, whether it's United or anyone else, it's just widening. And when you see things like that in the community, it does sort of reinvigorate you a little.
Well, it's like Nigel said there, like regarding the ethos of FC United. I think the ethos of football being a working class sport as well.
Yeah.
It very much was sort of for local communities and stuff, and it's nice to sort of be able to represent that.
Yeah, obviously you've seen the reaction, what it means to the people there taking part and playing that, and I think it's one of those, isn't it? If you can't get down to FC on a 15th, 30th, but you can still support, it's good for people to get involved in it, because these are people there that have just been through a lot, and you can see the difference it's made to them, the help that the Booth Centre has provided, not just recently, but over the last 30 years.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's people, it's not necessarily, just happened overnight. It can be a gradual thing, and all of a sudden, the wheels are falling off their life, and the Booth Centre are there to pick them up and help them, support them, and that's what this event does as well. It gives them something to look forward to, because you can imagine day after day after day the same thing. Then all of a sudden you've got this great event where you go and play football, have a laugh with your mates, people who are there to support you. It's just a great experience, and just take the mind off what they're encountering day after day.
100%. I'd be remiss of us not to ask you about FC United. Exciting times at the minute. It's all happening.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, it's the king. The king is now a co-owner, so it's like unbelievable. We never imagined that. We hosted an event a few weeks back, private event that he was visiting and taking part in, and our chairman met him and had to talk to him about the club and what our ethos is, and it's our 20 years as well. So talk about the Booth Centre 30 years. It's great synergies. Our 20th anniversary this year, 10 years in our ground at Broaders Park. So you got your 30, 20, 10. So great synergy that we've got there. So yeah, speaking to Cantona about it, and he just said, "Can I join? Can I be a member?" And we just, really? And he went, yes, I want to sign. Me, my 2 brothers, and my 4 children. We were just like, unbelievable. And we just got the paperwork out and he signed it, and you've probably all seen the video he did, and he said, all the people around the world to join this club, and we were like, wow, you couldn't have asked for that. We just wanted to talk to him and let him know about the club, and it was just unbelievable. And then he did so we gave him the manager's office to sort of have a little space for himself, and he did a little memento, wrote on the wall. Anyone else would be rubbing it off, but he wrote something on the wall, and he put all his fight against the idea of losing Eric Cantona.
Still got it, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's incredible. That though,
isn't it? It's just, it seems like the right fit as well, like for him to be involved, because Eric, he's in his own stratosphere, isn't he? In what he does, like even now, he's not. Like a lot of ex-United players or ex-players from clubs that they're involved in management or punditry, but he seems to do his own thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sort of. What's the saying? Balls that up. Borrows his own. What's the saying?
Plows his own furrow.
Yeah, that's it.
It's good if you're not a wordsmith or someone who writes for a living.
It's very hot today, just letting everybody else know out there. But no, it's great. How long have you been involved with the club?
So I'm not from the start. So obviously the club formed in 2005, and I didn't start watching the club 2014. And that's all down to my daughter. She said, let's go and watch them. And I just sort of volunteered when we moved into Broaders Park. I obviously needed volunteers for our own ground. I volunteered. Then I became the kit man about 3 or 4 years ago, and I've just progressed. Then I took voluntary redundancy in my previous job, and the current job I do became available, and I applied for it, and I got it. So yeah, loving it.
Yeah.
So I've been involved with the club in terms of volunteering and working 11 years now, but 10 years, 11 years as a fan.
It's an amazing journey what they've gone on. I went to the first first couple of games actually of FC United.
Yeah.
I've been to like Stalybridge watching them. League Town away was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Milan away for the United game, and then came back and we met the same lads on the stand watching FC United the weekend in League. Yeah, it was a right old tear up. But,
what was better, the San Siro or League Town?
League, easily.
Funny you mentioned the San Siro. We played in the San Siro.
Right, yeah.
You had a competition there, was it?
Yeah,
last year?
Phoenix Trophy final. Yeah. And I can claim I've scored a goal in there.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Only in the warm up, but I thought I can't miss this chance. So yeah, I was a kit man at the time, so smashed the ball in the back of the net.
That's more than most of the current United squad can say, to be fair to United.
I don't think any of them will have scored in the San Siro.
I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon either.
No.
So, no, listen, it's great what you're doing. It's great that Eric Cantona's involved with the club, and it's great what you're doing for the Booth Centre. I speak to the Booth Centre all the time, and they're so grateful. And, you know, you sort of... You do it without asking for anything back from the Booth Centre. You're just there to help them and help the people that use it.
And hopefully, there'll be a lot of people come and support it. You know, just pay, come and watch it, and then have a great time, enjoy it, and raise money for the Booth Centre.
100%. There's a link in the description. It's a really worthy cause, and like I said, you'll see there's old videos on the channel. You can see some of the work that goes on in the Booth Centre that we've spoken about before. And yeah, go and check out FC United as well. You never know, you might see Eric Cantona down there in the stands. Watching football's not enough, Phil. What more do you want?
Well, he's an owner now, so
yeah, this is it. Watching football, Eric Cantona, even better. Nigel, thanks for coming on the channel again. That's been Nigel Brooks from FC United Manchester. That's been Scotty. I've been Motty. Can't even say my own name. So excited. I've been Motty. This has been a chat about the charity game on the 15th of May, Thursday, the 15th of May, at Broadhurst Park at FC United Manchester. Come and get down if you can. And thanks for watching.